Howdy, it's Matt at the Hayward Lakes Visitors and Convention Bureau with your outdoor report for the week of May 6th. Steve Suman put this report together for us. The weather for the next week looks pretty decent. Highs in the 60s, except Sunday when they're forecasting 74. We're going to have some nighttime lows ranging from 30 tonight, that's Thursday night, up to 50 on Saturday night. We could see a little bit of rain on Friday and Sunday. The Hayward Muskie Fest is in a three-way playoff in the Cenex Hometown Throwdown, competing for $100,000 in prize money. You can learn more and vote for the Hayward Muskie Fest by going to CenexHometownThrowdown.com. One vote per person, and the voting deadline is Wednesday, May 15th. So, vote now. The Hayward Chapter of Fishing Has No Boundaries will host their 37th annual event May 17th and 18th at the Lake Chippewa Campground on the Chippewa Flowage. During this two-day event, hundreds of volunteers assist between 120 and 150 anglers with various disabilities to enjoy this unique fishing experience. Individuals and business owners donate all the watercraft that they use for the event. To volunteer your time or your watercraft, you can contact the chapter office of Fishing Has No Boundaries, or you can just call them at 715-634-3185. ATV trails in Sawyer County Forest, Chequamegon National Forest, and Flambeau State Forest are now open. You can check trail conditions and closures at haywardlakes.com or sawyercountyalliance.com. There'll be an ATV safety education class on June 28th and 29th in winter in Sawyer County. It costs only $10. For more information and to register, go to gowild.wi.gov and then search under Safety Education. Click on Register and choose ATV Sawyer County. It's pretty self-explanatory once you get to gowild.wi.gov. Make sure you visit the DNR's ATV website to review rules and regulations. Always follow the ATV map and know what the legend means. For example, if you're looking at the Sawyer County map, it's the purple lines that you can ride on with your ATV. Red is for snowmobile. Let's go to the fishing report. Walleye anglers are finding post-spawn fish on weed lines, sand flats, rocky points, and shorelines, and nearby protective cover. Low light periods are offering the best success right now. Walleye suckers, fatheads, leeches, and plastics on jigs are working well, as are minnow baits, jerk baits, crank baits, stick baits, twitch baits, and plastics. The northern pike are in mid-depths to warming shallow bays, weeds and weed lines, and near concentrations of baitfish and panfish. Northern and walleye suckers on jigs and live bait rigs, and spinners, spinner baits, stick baits, spoons, and jerk baits will all catch pike. If you're going for them, make sure you check the new pike bag limits on some Sawyer County waters. You can either search for that on the DNR's website or look at the literature posted at the boat landing. Largemouth bass are slowly moving from their deeper haunts to somewhat shallower weeds, weed lines, and weed flats. Spinner baits, stick baits, crank baits, chatter baits, plastics, and other lures run at somewhat deeper depths are working well, but don't overlook live bait offerings. Smallmouth bass anglers are finding them on and between rocky shorelines and shallow mid-lake structure and on gravel flats. Jigs and sucker minnows and other live bait, spinner baits, stick baits, chatter baits, and plastics all produce. But remember, smallmouth fishing in the northern bass zone is catch and release only until June 15th. The crappies are moving toward shallow bays and weed beds. They're in 4 to 10 feet, and they are pre-staging for the spawn. Crappie minnows and fatheads on small jigs or plain hooks fished under slip bobbers are working, as are tube jigs, mimic minnows, small X-wraps, and similar baits. Move your baits slowly, making pauses during the retrieve. Bluegill and perch fishing is fair to good in and near shallow weeds and hard bottom bays where there's warming water. Waxies, crawler pieces, leaf worms, small minnows, and plastics on small jigs, teardrops, and plain hooks fished under bobbers are very effective right now. Here are some events going on in our area. The Treeland Challenge Bass and Walleye Release Tournament is coming up May 9th through the 11th. Find out more by calling Treelands at 715-462-3874. The Hayward chapter, I already went over that. Fishing Has No Boundaries event. Muskie Tail Resorts is holding their Northern Encounter Fishing Tournament May 17th, 18th, and 19th. Call Muskie Tail to find out more. Their number is 715-462-3838. We have a full moon coming up on May 23rd. Muskie season opens in our zone on May 25th. Wisconsin Canoe Heritage Day is happening at the Canoe Heritage Museum in Spooner on May 25th. Their number for more information is 715-635-2479. Callahan Lake Resort is holding their Northern Pike Challenge on May 25th. It'll go from 8 a.m. until 6 in the evening. Their number is 715-462-3244. Memorial Day is coming up on Monday, May 27th. Be sure to take some time out of the day to think about those who fought and died for our freedom. Your application deadline for your 2024 elk season tag is May 31st. That's all for now, but if you want more information, just go to haywardlakes.com or haywardareachamber.com and look at the calendar of events. It's compendious. If you have a question for the lovely Kitty or me, you can call us. The chamber number is 715-634-8662. And the Hayward Lakes number is 7-156-344-801. That's it. Have a good week.